Good morning from down under, everyone. My name is Romance Blitz, and we're continuing our Let's Play of Rogue Trader, Lex Imperialis DLC, and Void Shadow DLC. So last we left off, we were heading towards Heinrix's companion quest. As you can kind of see, I'm kind of in my Void ship at the moment because I did some massive inventory management. I kind of bought some more as well, but just to show off everything very quickly. As you can see, they're all maxed, except for like these two, and they're getting there. Only 200 more, sorry, 2,000 more, and that's done. But that's something that I don't believe Pascal can wear anyway, so it doesn't matter at the moment because he doesn't have power armor proficiency. But I went and bought everything that I could. Obviously, I don't quite have enough profit factor, but 20 more profit factor won't be hard to get, I'm pretty sure. Um, yeah, so I did all that, and I did go through my inventory and kind of sort it all out in between episodes. So this should be part 65 in the series as well. So we'll get right into it. So don't forget to drop a like and subscribe if you've been enjoying. Otherwise, we shall offer a toast to the algorithm priest and begin. So just to quickly show off, a lot of our characters have pretty much hit their final form in terms of equipment. Um, You can see my side rating is 10 on my character because of some gear that I'm wearing. Like, uh, like that, for example. This. Um, oh, sorry. Something stuck in my throat there. Um, see, he's got some new toys. Pistol with rate of fire. Super mega shotgun that cannot miss. Nice backup shotgun, too. Oh, sorry, pardon me there for a second. Agenta has her final weapon. I'm just going to turn off her helmet. Um, you know, again, got into her final form. Super gloves, best weapon, best side bolter, all the sweet stuff. Pascal is also getting there, but Pascal doesn't really need to worry about gear because he's not really a fighter. I didn't really care about able stuff. This technically isn't her best item, but I just want the Lure Imperium in our party. But she's got a best stars, got all that. Uh, Kiba has also got all her decent gear. Oh dear. New weapons, new toys, all that stuff. I'm pretty sure she can get a few more items that are probably a bit better, but we'll work on that. Heinrix, I decided to give him power armor for giggles, so he looks very, very Inquisitor-like now. Um, Even the goggles make him look kind of cool. And he has to come with us, so he doesn't really need that. He's only going to be using the top one, but he will hit hard in melee. That's what we're going for. Joey's got a couple of pistols. I gave her the chrono for highest initiative, just for when we get to her quest. I might reallocate that later, but honestly, between our alpha strikes, we really don't need it, and I could always just give that to myself if I really care about it. Um, Ulfa got a helmet finally. And we took him long enough. He's got his sword, he's got a better pistol, he's got a flamer now, which is what we're going to be using a great deal. Um, yeah. So yeah, that's basically everyone's gear overhaul. Just to show it off. Um, oh dear. It's going to be one of the things where my throat is and voice isn't going to like me. Um, so we'll start off by scanning this sector, obviously. 7 Promethium, why not? Can always hook that up. Scan this planet. Like, we could use a little bit more of this, but obviously, like, we're kind of done with everything anyway, so... So I'll drop a save. Oh, I also, upgraded the ship a bit. It turns out, all that scrap I was saving was pointless. We can't go any higher than 10. So I just dropped a lot of it into the RAM, even though we're not going to be using it. And then I put some, new toys on our ship, mostly, that, so we basically have the highest hit chance, because I don't really care about critical hits. Extra protection. We got some new gun toys. Like, that's 150 damage from that one. This thing fires, a nice 4 shots as well at medium range, and does, like, potential fires. So, you're going to see all those fun toys in this battle here. But yeah, just as a reference, it took me like probably an hour to go through all my gear. So, oof. That'll probably be like the last real gear overhaul I have to do. Maybe one more at the end of the act. Yeah, so what do we got? We got the Heartless here, finally. We got our escort from Dragonis there. But this ship looks like it's the scariest one. We'll head over here.
Prepare for acceleration.
Fire the laser.
Fire at will.
I'll swap to some fighters. Not quite in range. So, that's fine. Fighters can come over here. Put several shots into this boat. It looks like the Heartless has his own set of fighters, which is kind of a cool touch. It's our turn next. I'll pop this on that. We'll unload. I will sharp turn over to here.
Helmsman, take us in.
Unload a bit more. Unload a bit more. Fire the main gun. I will pop this ability now. Do that. Just to piss that boat off, obviously. Fire at that one, kill that one. Power to my right. Pop that, because I can. If anything, I want to do Master of Maneuvers. So where are you? Master of Maneuvers. I actually want to go over this way, just to avoid potential silliness when this boat explodes. Pardon me. And then our Dragonis ship, which I honestly wish you could rename the Dragonis ship, because if they're gonna call this one the Heartless, then it'd be nice to call your one something that isn't just called a frigate. So, obviously, doesn't make a huge amount of difference game-wise, but you know, theme-wise, it would be a nice change, shall we say? And maybe I'll even suggest it, but I highly doubt anything will come of it though, because it's so minor. Um, well, we got maximum overdrive, premonition. Uh, honestly, may as well just go maximum overdrive at this point. Uh, boarding party, why not? We got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so 4 levels. We'll have everything anyway. Drop a save. And to the planet we go. Alright, so we've got to take Heinrix. We're not taking Elbward. The question becomes, obviously we're taking Cassia. The question becomes, do we want to take Solomon for this, or we want to take Ulfa? Um, I think, personally, for this one, we will take Ulfa, just to show off his Flamer. And then when we do Jay's quest, we'll make sure to definitely take Solomon with us. But since this is like neither main story or their own companion quests, obviously there's some sitting out temporarily. So we'll show off Ulfa's nice flamer this time around.
My Lord Ulfa, would you mind?
No! Get back! Do not speak to me! Get out of my sight, you devious little bloodhound!
Oh, that's some nice interaction between the two of them. Alrighty, so clearly the first order of business is always just look around. Um, Alright, so clearly we have some friends up here. Um, Alright, so we're going to examine the face. What a trick of luck, it seems you already found out who we are looking for. We'll go with what's happening on the planet. You don't appear to be very... They don't appear to be very sturdy. You mentioned an expedition. Clearly in a rush to, move on. So we won't make him wait any longer.
I always have a backup plan.
Go over here.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Alright, so we'll go in. Or I guess we won't, because clearly something's happening.
Xenos scum! You don't belong in this galaxy!
Oh no, it's an ambush. Luckily, even for our ambush, we're in a pretty good spot to Alpha Strike. Who would have thought? That's because we have our formation so tight, it's very handy. So we'll pop Missionary Earth, which should get like 3 people, which I guess will be more than enough.
Running binary override.
Alright, so we have Ulfa. And this isn't his final flamer, but it should hopefully be enough to burn a couple of our Xenos with. So what do we got in terms of range? So that's like a straight line. That's a bit of a... I mean, again, I shouldn't care about the layperson, but I'm the type of person who doesn't like friendly firing allies. If you can, there we go. So we can hit that one. So we'll do a nice hefty damage. We can do some other stuff to... We can even blind them, I guess, with that one, because control shot. Yeah, okay, so we could just make people dodge anyway. We're going to do concentrated fire for the extra damage though. But obviously, again, we could do quite a few fun things. So, nice hefty damage, almost 200 damage from a flamer shot alone.
Cup my hand is thunder! My strike is ruin!
I swear I angled that better, so I don't know why he got hit with that, but whatever, not my fault then. Did I give Ulfa... Maybe I did give him Grenada? Sorry, I'm trying to remember. It's been a day or two since I've recorded because of real life getting in the way. It would have been under Archmilitant. I don't know if I'm blind. It says he can use a grenade. But the quickest way would just be to quickly check his build, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, he's got Grenada. Okay, that makes sense then. So we'll throw... Because we're going to get through these pile grenades anyway. Throw that one at that guy. Agenta's turn. So, go over here.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone!
Pop that.
As the Emperor commands,
We'll press
I
all her
act.
buttons just for the
That
extra
is for the
damage. Swap to her other bolter instead.
Faith
Fire off
for
a
my
round.
Emperor.
Swap back. Heinrix. Word of the Emperor, everyone.
Lord Captain.
Pop where it hurts.
Glory. I won't
Burn
be
that
done
one.
with this one.
And just because this is Heinrix time, that's what I'm gonna call it. Um,
I'll see
we're gonna
our
pop Daring
foes
Breach.
obliterated.
Um,
Naturally. Let's
so smack. Smack.
The Inquisition sends their regards.
Over here.
I won't
Charge
object
in.
to it. For the
Back.
throne's glory.
Clearly I can't move at the moment. So... Oh, we should have popped that. Oh well.
I won't object to it.
Clearly that wasn't super ideal just because we could have done so much more. But again, this is Heinrich's quest line, so we may as well give him the spotlight in the fight.
The navigator is coming.
Yeah. God damn it. I should just let them all die, but I'm not going to. Instead, we can just
Me.
bring it down on a
If you
junta, I
insist, Lord
guess.
Captain.
Give her...
I'll do it. Each strike is a prayer.
Give her some fun in this battle, I
As
suppose.
the Emperor commands, I act.
Alright, so with her impressive... But we got 15 rounds now, so...
I'll
1,
do it. This is why I
This
was
is
chosen.
unacceptable.
2,
Down.
3,
As the
4,
Emperor commands, I act.
5,
Eradicated.
6,
I'll do it.
7,
Emperor.
8. Alright, so a few of these randoms die, not much we can really do. Clearly that can all go into cargo. Um,
Let us not dawdle.
as you can see, Heinrix can pull his own weight as well. In terms of companions, I don't think there's really a bad companion who can't pull their own weight if you build them to be offensive. Obviously, some just do it more, but... so we're gonna go in... Alright. So we'll go in...
Both strong and wise is Ulfar.
Damn it! It's a Vox liturgy twisted by warp sorcery. Try not to listen too closely.
May the hearts of the faithful
Alright,
not
so-
be daunted by the vile speeches of the foes of humanity. May our faith be strengthened in the face of all corruption and foulness.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Short his dream, targets do not need to fail the target's willpower resistance to be affected by this ability. So that's it, basically an able item. So. Unfortunately, I don't
Is there
think
money to be
we're
made?
going to be using able anymore in this campaign. Just because his quest line did not involve a battle, so I do believe I'm going to use him a great deal in my next playthrough instead, so that he gets some love. I went in there already. Alright, so I explored everything. Did I go in
always
here?
keep my options open.
I can't remember if I went in here or not. Gonna do one more thorough sweep.
Cast your
Oh,
eye there.
what do we got here? Okay. Take that.
I always have a backup plan.
Alright, so up we go. This little altar thing that she's near isn't very reassuring. Road Trader in the God's Emperor's Anointed. The chapel was with the demented Vox cast. What is going on there? Dressed new in a strange manner. What has happened on uh, Photon 4? God, I hate that pronunciation. This is total insanity. Do you mean you've discovered a ritual for creating a sun here? I'm even happier that we bought Alpha now if he has this dialogue. Ooh. We'll go with number 2. I mean, it seems like Amelia is calling Xavier out on his stuff, so. Yes, fear encounters of the West, enemies of the Imperium's defenders. So we'll go with that one. Oh, no fight. Yeah, my dog is having fun again.
I will wipe your disgusting presence out of existence!
So, as we hold down the tab button, you can kind of see a couple of things. So the objective of this fight is a bit simple. We want to turn on all these things. One easy way to do that is that we're just going to not necessarily worry about our Alpha Strike. And we are going to... which one's that? That one, that one, that one. So Cassia can come over here. My character can clearly go over here too. Magenta can probably camp a high position. Heinrix can come over here. In which case Pascal can actually just come over this way instead. Ulfa. Come over here. So we'll get started. First thing we want to do,
Advancing.
activate that. Then come over here, activate this one. So you can see that's 2 down already. I'm just trying to debate because this actually, that stuff doesn't actually use up Missionary Oath. So we're actually going to Missionary Oath just to get some more bang for our buck in terms of our ability. So which one of these was next in the turn order? It was the closest one. So we'll burn that one.
Be gone.
Then come down here.
The Emperor is on our side.
We'll pop War of the Emperor.
Naturally.
Can end his turn there. And honestly, we can just go Concentrated Fire. Burn this one alive.
Die in disgrace.
Then move over here. Pascal's turn can end. Cassia can come over here.
Careful not to cross my gaze.
We will gather all
I
these
am a
ones up over
navigator,
here.
not a servitor.
Waking Nightmare, the lot of them.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Pop that
If I may.
down. Pop this down. Stuff that she got on. Devastating. Yeah, so. That. Then. No, so I cannot use it the second time if I have this one out.
Witness the fury of House Orcelio.
We'll do that. Running gun, go over here.
Bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Dash, over here. I will pop her firearm mastery because that should give her some movement. Click that.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
And Ulfa can begin his trek down some stairs. But that should be the fight over as far as I'm aware. I'm actually just going to leap out of the way just in case Ulfa needs to come down. Heinrix can come over here. Yeah, fight's over. So obviously if you don't activate all the lamps in time, more enemies will just spawn, but A, we don't need the farm enemies for gear, and B, Pascal go fast. He's a bionic man after all, so, you know. Oh boy, that was an old reference. I apologize. Alright, so now we get some choices. So we get some choices. We can ask for his advice. What would you advise me to do, Heinrix? What happened to the Archives in Amelia? Lena. So, again, so it's really up to her choice. We can get the points, not risk anything by taking survivors and crew power, will not leave them unaided. We can help them, we can take them, or we don't care about them. I don't think, from memory, your choice matters. So, just because we are doing a dogmatic run, I'm not going to pick that, otherwise I would take the 3 points at a heartbeat. So we'll go option 2, we'll take the middle ground. So we'll listen in silence. Um, Heinrix. We'll say nothing. Alright, so got to level up, which is all nice. We'll just pick up all the nice things. Funny how we didn't even let any of them really get murdered, but they still died anyway.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
So. Don't need those. Make sure there's nothing else up here.
I cannot be leashed.
Keep your wits about you.
I have one final look around.
Pay attention.
Oh, he did miss something earlier. Fine.
Whose innards need take leave of their gut?
Let us not dawdle.
Alright, so it definitely looks like it's everything. Just because things have been funky, and obviously some stuff didn't appear, I'm just going to do one extensive more sweep, just in case we get something similar. That looks like it's everything there. Alright, so we can leave.
I always keep my options open.
Alright, so we'll head back to our void ship. And then we'll have a chat with Heinrix. Let's see if he's got anything new to say after all that. Alright, so I believe he's over here.
Lord Captain, I thank you for your assistance with my mission. Thanks to rogue trader von Valancius, the Inquisition has stopped the enemies of humanity, even those hiding in its own ranks on this occasion. I will no longer be making any claim on your time or resources.
What will happen to Amelina?
There are ways of breaking into her memory and extracting the secrets she is still keeping within herself. I will see to it that no secret escapes the grasp of the Holy Ordos. This is not the first time, or the last, I fear, that I will cause the death of someone close to me. There have always been reasons for it. Sometimes the reasons are dictated by duty, sometimes by my own personal volition.
You did what you had to do, don't punish yourself.
You grant me too much mercy.
Everything Amelina said about Calcazar, should we be concerned about it?
It is dangerous information, but you are already too deeply involved. In the Inquisition, there are two main philosophies: Puritanism and Radicalism. The adherents of the former are conservatives who strive to follow the letter of inquisitorial doctrine in all matters. The radicals are more pragmatic. They believe that the end often justifies the means, and they use tools that a Puritan would condemn as heretical. Emelina used the powers of chaos to gain the upper hand against Xenos. I touched a cogitator built by cultists to learn its secrets. None of us is pure. Xavier. The craven-hearted say that the career of every Inquisitor ends in either death or heresy. The Lord Inquisitor has borne this burden longer than any of us. It would be naive to think that he had only ever used Puritan methods, and even more naive to suggest that such methods have in any way weakened his loyalty to the God Emperor. And that is all I will say on the subject.
What are you going to do now that this is done?
I will remain part of your retinue. That will not change. I will continue to accompany you until I receive orders to the contrary from the Lord Inquisitor, if ever. Who knows? Perhaps one day my journey will end like Emelina's, but that day is not today.
Alright, so that's nice and done. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I will throw up a quick save. And then I may put in a pause. What I'll do is I will scout out the systems nearby. So just to show you what I'll scout out during the pause first. So I will go peek my head into these three systems over here to the left. And then I will peek my head into these 1, 2, 3, 4, and actually no. I'll leave this stuff alone because that's probably going to be related to Salmon at some point. So what I'll do is I will peek my head into these three systems. And then go back to Mons Vancius. If something is new in these three systems, I will unpause it and then repause it. And then I'll get over to here and then probably call the episode and we will work on doing this new event for Kibula. So thank you for watching everyone for the moment, but I will put in a pause just not to waste your time and we'll go from there. Alright, I'll unpause it very quickly for here. So what's this? Oh, I guess nothing there yet. And then there was this one over here, a Hulk. Uh, yeah, we're gonna blow it up. So it looks like this ends up in a spaceship encounter. Again, not only do we have two escorts, but our battleship is basically at peak performance at this point. So this fight is not going to take a lot in the slightest.
All hands, prepare for battle stations.
Oh wow, it is literally just one ship. God, this is insulting. This is like, could not be any more insulting. So we're just going to go straight up, drop some.
With the force of a supernova. Let them taste our fury.
They can spin around. Oh, it tried to set us alight. Ain't that wonderful? Clearly you want to avoid all that nasty, so we'll go over this way.
Macro cannons, open fire.
And boom.
The void may be harsh, but we're harsher.
Dark Halo and Unholy Amulet. Yeah, it was clearly heretical, so blowing it up was the correct choice, especially for a Dogmatic run. It hit us a little bit with those fires, but it's what it is. Alright, so I'll go back to a pause, I guess, and check out the other two systems, and then we will meet up at Dragonis. We got a happening with Janus as we were exploring, so I will quickly deal with it. Yeah, we'll kill them both. More profit factor. But we needed Xeno Intoxicant for that. So that should be the next one we get. Then Secret Lair after. They could only do one at a time. Over here. That'll be the next one. Clearly, we could have gotten even more rep. It doesn't matter though. So, um, double checking one quick thing. So that uses up 3. Don't need adamantium for that. Doesn't use adamantium, doesn't use adamantium, doesn't use adamantium, doesn't use up adamantium, doesn't use up adamantium, doesn't use up adamantium, doesn't use up adamantium. Alright, so while we wait, we will get this. The profit factor and nothing else. And then yeah, again, another quick pause, and hopefully not much more will happen. Alright, so we are back at Dragonis, and we got this happening, so what kind of accidents happen? So what kind of accidents are happening there? Any ideas? So it looks like if we had our Xenos friends in here, that would be issue there. We shall leave bait for the enemy. Right, so that was the only thing that's left. We could get some more adamantite. Don't think we require it though. That uses up some phlogiston. That will finish soon. Nice place to see the boost efficiency. I mean, you got all that stuff anyway. You don't need it. Yeah, so we're almost done with all that, and once we get done with all that, that will be an achievement in itself. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was like a quest that we completed because we did it all anyway. Alright, so we are back in the Dragona system, so this will be a great place to cut it, even though we just had like several pauses just before. Next session we will head to Dragonis and we'll do the Kibble thing. Assuming it doesn't lead to her companion quest, we will go and do hunting grounds next. Otherwise we will do Kibbles first. Priority is basically going to be Kibble, other companion quests other than Jay, hunting ground, Jay's quest, then the meeting the Lord Inquisitor in Footfall. So that's kind of the order of stuff that we're going to be doing. Thank you for watching everyone, and I'll catch you next time. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you've been enjoying the series.